Hi, my name is Preeta Khumdram. I am the head. I'm working as a headmistress of a primary school.
My name is Waisen Moy, and you call me Moy. And presently, I'm working as a district program manager for Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan under the Education Department of Manipur.
Lydia Guru, working at the Diocesan Social Service Society. I am the program coordinator. Right now, we are working on the base building.
Sister Pauline George, belong to the Carmelite order. I am basically from Kerala state.
Maming Puksom Binarani Koe. I am you the PhD Pangane, bought and Pilan the PhD, I University with the Pangane, Ujekujeka, IGP Women's College, the Political Science Associate Professor on LA, Manipur University, the PhD supervisor Tawe, Atuka, I do Makada PhD, and Putoka. Atuka, Hujik Mona Ibocha on I say Kinogi, National Women Commission, Kinogi, elderly women get over project amato ge adu da aina state ki coordinator hoy state ki coordinator adu da aina 200 sample collect hoy 200 sample collect hoy sample sing sa ki elderly women sing sigi sa ki moi ki family ki status adagi magi economic status adagi magi mangonda ki feedback adu lawraba matungda aina nupi sing duga punna punna phamina rakanda moida sensitization ni step amakak lawrame adu ai yam ngai ba moment oigi moida aina babta hale no koina nangi family da nang ahan oire aduga ahan oira kan nupi ama yamna touching oigi ba ko nupi ama magi macha nupa poe nupi ani poe adu ma single bayim da tumaga leirame macha nupa duna su yang bidre mama macha nupi duna su yang bidre macha nupi duna paisa khara pira ga ma sing wala ga chak to ne adu da ma ji yamna kappaga leirame adu da aina suggestion pi sumai ta duna elderly home leibane adu da nang adu da salo adu ka da akoina adu maina suggestion dum pi do adu maina to ka da aina kising duga ega yamna good down the wari sana ro matungda yamna choba thabak ti nataba macha macha di oiba aduga moi sa thabak to ningai di laitaba aduga man pising chu thengna ki adu da thabak to ningai laitaba ni pising da aina yamna apik pa mawong ni kramaina to raga thabak sen macha macha da ge hogani haira kan da hogi kena ki self help group ki group sen na koi semo aduga sema kan da yamna apik pa chentang da na koi government di account bank account hang tok ta ba noi tok tok ko aduga no mage at least noi kari gumba thabak khara puthokna ba honaro puthokna ba honara ba matungda adugi idea do makoi da piba matanda hujik na pikra di pam to kan phammaga ko no magi moina lupa sani khaki mana layuraga aduga lupa samagi kwa layuraga yon do matanda adugi adumaina to ma 500 arm to banga mi hai 300 to da adagi ma huj makoi hujik di average da moi 1000 2000 daily arm to banga ba yore adumaina ai adugi keno to da inungai ba ko Hujiki matam the women empowerment hairaka yam common topic koi nangangne ado for this women empowerment haibasimudi really understand to da bagumba women empowerment hairakanda aina hiding gadu budi saigi aingonda paisa pirakpadu aigi women economic empowerment nateba in a real sense ta ko aduga economic empowerment for women hairaba matam dudi aina thabak suraga aina paisa talaga aigi paisa leijaba adu realization understanding adu economic empowerment oigadabane aduga mainly hujikta economic upgradation or economic mobilization or economic settlement ji porake haidaba taragadi nupi singsi economically sound viable ama oihamagadi state ki economy se totally fail lagani adu hujik maksu nupi na yamba aigi motadi 80% ni nupi na bear tawri haini aduna nupi singchina yamna understand to ba darkar hoy aduga nupa chingduga moida social ego amasu lakpanina adugi social ego du su akoina society su akoina control to muji ngomdabanina tapna understand to hanba aduga akoi ani si nupa ga nupi ga understanding du pura oni matung du da society tapna mabu pa hanba adu darkar hoy hani aduga ai di nupi ni object women empowerment ni aduna ai decide to gadabani haina monda challenge to ragadi masu social ego du ki matung ina ingonda namdana ba to rakani hai aduna aina sigoi to ba matam sa nang su ai si help to bio aduga nang help to rakanda ai si success wala masu harawan ba adu asi aina ai on way the education for men and female.
This is from where I find a need that the HIV infected widows really need to be helped or really need to seek out the inner strength and I've been helping them emotionally, and also some of them I help them financially. I can see ladies infected with HIV as a single mother that they have come through with all their problems. They can stand on their own. Now they are a part of the inspiration for the others infected widows. When there's a conflict or any bans or strike, the schools have closed down, and but that does affect the students because first it affects their syllabus, it affects their studies, their knowledge, and again it affects their personality because sometimes the mothers, even if there's a conflict, some of the mothers they still have to go out for work, have to search for the daily bread, and students or kids who stayed at home, they are not controlled they are not advised, so because the mothers or the fathers have to go out in search of their daily bread. The college students, most of them, like since they were they are not under control, I should say, and they mostly become a part of the educators. One of the work that I'm really into is on skill development, and we call it vocational education, which me and four of our teams have worked for the whole of Manipur. As of now, we have 42 vocational schools here in the whole of Manipur, in 42 schools, in government schools, where we have set up the vocational schools. After introducing this vocational education in the schools, like the students are more into their studies. The students' attendance have increased.
I coordinate a program that we are implementing here in Manipur, which is basically a basic education program. We intervened in the areas where, of course, there's no conflict right now, but also in a place, in an area which has been experiencing the violent conflict which happened in the 80s. Some of the women groups that we are working with had experienced a lot of this conflict because some of their villages were totally burned down, and then they had to take shelter in the homes of their relatives and friends elsewhere, and they lived with their relatives and friends for a very long time. Some of these women had to give up their studies because of the ethnic conflict, and then they had to take up odd jobs, and some were actually very vulnerable also, because they had to take up odd jobs in order to help the family able to adjust in those areas that they were taking shelter. They had to pay rent. Some of them stayed in rented houses. They had to pay for their rent as well as be able to live in that new scenario that they were living in, because all their granaries were also burned down, and then in the villages they had land, they had paddy fields, they had the jute fields where they could work and where there was nature to help them live. But then in the new scenario where they were living, they had to really work for even the water that they were drinking. So for all these, they had to undergo a lot of the difficulties trying to earn for their livelihood. And some of them, like young girls, had to go outside for working in the cities, and many got married at a very young age. And then because of the early marriage, many experience a lot of problems in their family. Many are divorced also. So all these kind of problems women had to undergo, and the young girls had to undergo. The area that we are operating, where they had experienced the violent conflicts, that we help them to start their life all over, because they have now come back to the village. They are resettling in the village. They have to start from the scratch. So we help them in regenerating the land, because they had left their paddy field for a very long time, and so we give them agriculture support, technical supports on organic farming, and how to regenerate the land and make it help the people so that they get the land is sustainable as well as they get the maximum out of their hard work. Women, we also work on gender sensitization. We're trying to see how these communities coming from the Meitei community, from the Naga community and from the Kuki Chin Thadao speaking community, how they can actually make women part of the decision making process that is there in the society. We're working on child and women rights, educating them, just simple things so that they know what is their right and they are able to make better decisions in the villages, be part of the decision making process. The youth are also looking forward to peace and development, to some kind of rest, and for development to come, peace is very much essential. So I believe that's the reason I'm in this peace program, because I want to bring about peace or a change wherever I am, in the capacity where I can bring about change, so that living in Manipur or in this universe will be a little better.
So I had the opportunity to visit all the villages of this Impal, Manipur. So from there I picked up the needs of the people and the struggling of these children. I began to understand. In this home I am now around 12 years. We care for children who are in need of special care and protection. This special home means these children are, most of them are HIV children. They need special protection and special medication and special nutrition. The most important need of theirs is medical care, health issues. These children are left out without parental care. When they are depressed, they fall sick very fast. Very fast they fall sick. And every time we used to have a good number of children sick, 10 to 20 at a time. So with that attitudinal change and nutritional support and medical care, very few. Once a while. Due to the conflicts and insurgency, the state is undergoing a lot of difficulties. Even the finance, the money which is supposed to come for the children never come, or it is delayed so much. So due to the conflicts, I feel there is a lot of misuse of funds, or fund is not properly used. Maybe change may be taking place gradually. Changes are also taking place. So I am positive on that outlook. When we started, when I decided to start this home, we did not have any facilities here. We had only this home here, this down bath, and there was no facilities, and we did not have any cash in hand. When I approached my superiors, they told we have also financial constraints and lack of members, less members to those who are interested to work in this line. And I told them, never mind, let it be, but give me permission to start this work. Finance, no problem, let it be. People, sufficient, not enough people, let it be, but give me permission and your blessings. So they said, if you are courageous, go ahead. So we started just in this building only, keeping these children here in this entrance. Then we started like daycare. Then gradually, they made this home for us, this building. We started residential care from 2008. 2005 onwards, we started daycare. Children come here. So according to me, we don't need to worry about money and facilities. What we need is a positive mind and positive attitude. With that, just started maybe with 10,000 in my hand. 10,000 also may not be there. First of all, if I love myself only, I can love others. So that's what I believe. So I accept myself, I love myself. So same thing, I can love others, I accept others and care for others.
Okay, education to me is like It's not just about teaching a child how to read and write. It's about bringing about positive impact in the life of the student. I love teaching, and I have become a teacher not because of compulsion, but because of my love for teaching. I wanted to be a teacher since I was very young, and my parents had always wanted me to become a doctor. but then uh, but then I didn't want to become one. So what I did was I intentionally made myself lower my percentage in 10 and 12, like because of peer pressure and the security associated with the government job. I applied for government jobs, started appearing exams, and then I got selected for this particular post that I'm serving right now. And I was very happy when I got the job, but when I went there, I was very, very disappointed. Like the condition of the school was pathetic. The It doesn't look like a school at all. The condition of the children was also in a very sorry state. The children, their hygiene, the way they were wearing their dress, it was very unkempt, like the hairs were unkempt, and I didn't know what color of shirt was they were are wearing. I asked the headmaster what is the color of the uniform. He said it's white, but when I look at it, it looks like yellow. There were just 7 students at a time, and the thing is like not all of them attend the school regularly. There were days when no student came at all. We have the desire to teach people and make a change in particular school. So after that, I started visiting homes, like requesting parents to send their children to school, but then they don't have faith in the school at all. But then I started introducing playway method, then rhymes was incorporated, then the students became very happy singing rhymes and all. I joined there in the month of February, and February is ending of winter. So the children, the hands, they have all cracked, like they are all, it was all cracked because their parents they don't take proper care of children. So I took a towel from home, then soap, glycerin, and then because I want to teach them by holding their hands. So I started by washing their hands. I tried to take out their calluses, and then after that I gave them some glycerin so that they can apply it at home. And those who come after taking bath, I gave them some reward in the form of pencil or notebook or erasers like that. So they were so happy, and so soon words started spreading, like the school has changed. Particular school, private school in the vicinity, in the same locality. So whenever the children of the school pass by, they would just mock at our children, like you belong to poor, you are a children of studying in a poor school, like that. So I feel very bad. So I started motivating them and instilling in them a faith that their school is one of the best. It may not be the best, but I started telling them that it all depends on you. If you work hard, if you become good students, people will say that your school is good. So that way we started bringing change in our school. And now after that, like it's been 4 years, and the number of students has increased. It has become from 7, it has become to 64. I feel that teaching, by teaching the student what is good and bad, and if he goes and practice that at home, through him we are giving an impact in the family also. So I want to bring about a change in the society through education. So I'm still working on that.
I am a woman that I have suffered domestic violence. I was married. I have suffered emotionally, physically, and mentally. But it is that makes me strong, make me believe that things that I have suffered would have helped others, because this is not the end of the life. Coming with the conflict or getting through suffering is not the end of a life. Our behavior or our attitude, everything is molded starting from the family. So it is a family which begins the simple peace which the world needs. Let it start from the family, then it will go to the neighbors, then to the society, to the nation, and to the world.